this is Robert with Fit Reno. Today we're welcoming back Robert Blamire to help us talk about suspension training today. Robert, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Now in today's training, personal training and also physical therapy, suspension training has become quite popular.
Yes, it has.
Talk to me a little bit about that, Rob.
Okay, so with suspension training, we're able to have a little bit of assistance. Okay, so you've got handles in front of you. You can work on some basic movements. If we're talking squats, we're going to be able to have a little assistance here. We might be able to get lower than we normally would. If we're doing lunges, we can work on good alignment in our lower body. And also a really good way to apply some challenging core exercises. And that's definitely the main thing I want to focus on with this video today.
Okay, and like you said, the core exercises, there's many things that you can use the suspension training today for. It has been quite popular. I believe the TRX system was created by a Navy SEAL.
Navy SEAL, yeah.
Okay, and nobody uses more function and core strength training than probably the Navy SEALs do. When they're using it to protect our livelihood and us here in the United States. But we're going to break it down for you a little bit more onto what everybody can do no matter what your level of fitness is. You sure don't have to be a Navy SEAL to use suspension training to better the quality of your fitness and health. We'll be right back with Rob on the suspension system, explaining some core movements in just a second.
All right, so what we have here is our suspension trainers. Now there are multiple different kinds and brands of suspension trainers, but they all work on the same principle. We're going to be pulling our body weight against gravity. These have a good handle. They also have an extra little stirrup for the feet. Another good example would be just using some more basic ropes where you're going to be able to work on your grip strength a little bit more. And then another common one that we see, more of the wooden handles that you'll see gymnasts using. Now when we go to adjusting the straps, I'm going to do a couple moves here to get me warmed up. We want to adjust the handle to about the mid-thigh. So I'm going to pull the strap up until the handle hits me right in the middle of the thigh. I want to get both handles about the same length. Right there looks good for me. Now I'm going to go through some basic movements here. I want to start with a rowing motion. So we're working on the back, we're working on some biceps, and we're also working on posture as long as we're holding it correctly. So for starters, you want to start with the hands at the chest. We're going to lean back nice and slow, can pull forward with some more power. Come back slowly, finish right to the balls of your feet. So that's a good example of a back and arm exercise. Next, I want to show you how to do a squat where I'm going to be able to get real low and almost have perfect form while I go through these. I want to have about a shoulder width stance, up nice and tall. I'm going to lower down and then come right back up. Now, if you're having difficulty with a squat, you have knee pain, you have problems in your back, this is a nice thing where you're going to have a little bit of assistance. So as I get low, I can feel some more strain. I can go all the way down, dropping my hips practically to my heels, and then come up. Now if you feel like if you've gone too low, you can always use your arms to help you up a little bit more. So let's go over a couple core exercises next. I want to give you a little challenge to work on. Alright, so now we're going to go on to some balance exercises. The suspension trainers are a great way to work on some coordination, even athletic performance once we get into some of the more power and explosive phase of training. I'm going to adjust these handles just below my kneecap. Then I'm able to kind of hook one foot into the handle. Now you got to be careful here. As long as you have good balance, this is going to be safe. If you're not comfortable standing on one foot for at least a minute, you're going to need a buddy, a trainer, you're going to need a pole, something to help you out. I'm going to demonstrate a balance lunge. So we need a little hop out here. I'm going to come down nice and slow and then try to finish with the knee through. Now you can see I'm a little off balance. All I have to do is take a small hop back. That's going to allow me to get a better range of motion and benefit my range of motion more. I drop down and pull through, down and then through. Now to step this up a notch, we can add some hops. So now I'm going to go down. As I come up, I'm going to hop and explode. Here, everything goes up, hop, land softly, right back down, good control, up. Couple more. And good, that'll bring the heart rate right up. Your feet will be shaking, your legs will be shaking, you'll be feeling really good after that. Now we're going to move on to some core exercises and test the upper body a little bit. So the straps are going to be adjusted right below the kneecap. We'll get them both to the same level here. And this time I'm going to have to kneel in front of the straps. It's going to be pretty awkward to get into these. I found the easiest way is kneeling. Grab the handle, hook a toe in there. Go to the other side, same thing here. Now I'm going to demonstrate some push-ups, and it's going to start with the basic plank position. So I'm coming up onto the hands, I want to make sure the low back is in a good position, nice and flat. I'm going to lower down and press up. I'm going to go for 10 in a row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, a little break there. These are challenging, but definitely going to be a good test for your upper body and core strength. The next one I'm going to try is going to be a push-up with a twist. So the lower body is going to get involved. I'm going to start with a push, then a crunch to one side, back to center. Push, crunch, push, crunch. Let's go for 10 of these as well. And 10, good. Commonly called an atomic push-up, and you can tell I'm starting to get a little winded here because these are good, challenging exercises. Now the next one is going to be more core. I'm going to do a plank where I go from my hands to my elbows. So again, we're popping up onto the hands, drop down, and then come right back up. You can see my feet wiggling around. I know everything's trying to work together here. Now I'm going to try another one with the right arm going down first. All right, so there's a little intro to what I'd like to see some people trying on these. I've got a good challenge for everybody out there. I want to see 10 push-ups, followed by 10 atomic push-ups, followed by 10 planks, hands to elbows. Let's see how fast you can do one round of that.
All right, everybody. We just went over a few exercises on the suspension training system with Rob Blamire, and he did a little bit of a challenge to you out there. So when this goes up on Facebook, everybody, give us a little bit of feedback. See if you've done those beginner to intermediate moves and follow through with the challenge that Rob set it all about for you guys. And let us know how you do. And let us know if you would like to see some more suspension training videos. Rob, is there anything you'd like to add to that today or challenge anybody else for something out there?
Yeah, so if there's anybody who would like to leave a comment and tell me how they did with the, we've got 10 push-ups, 10 atomic push-ups, and 10 plank hands to elbows. I want to know how fast you can do that. If you feel like you need to learn more, because those are some of the basics, you can contact me at 775-240-8007 or via email at robert.blamire@gmail.com. And there's a lot more to learn over there. Suspension training is really kind of taking over right now. Good functional, good core, a lot of different variety that we see outside of the normal gym setting that we can do with these suspension trainers.
And everybody, it's great for all ages. Suspension training works for young people, not just athletes when they're young or older athletes or Navy SEALs. It works for everybody. So if you're 70 years old and need a little bit of work, the great thing about the suspension training is your body angles could be adjusted rather quickly to either increase or decrease the functional weight for the movement that you're trying to apply. So once again, the suspension training is a great system. If you have any questions about it, get a hold of Robert or Rob at Fit Reno, and either one of us will be able to take you through, instruct you through some more, and or set up a consultation to show you some more of these advanced levels if that's what you need for your program. Thank you everybody for joining us on our blog today. We'll be at you soon.
Have a good day.